Hello students. Now let's move to next chapter, which is chapter number 4, classification of commercial organizations. So till now we have seen commercial and non-commercial organizations, profit and non-profit seeking organizations. Now we are talking only about commercial organizations which have main motive of earning profit. So commercial organizations can be divided into three types based on the ownership. So if ownership is totally controlled by private individuals, then it is called private sector enterprise. Again, public sector enterprises are those enterprises which are fully owned and governed by central or state governments or both by partly. And joint sector enterprises are those in which both public and private individuals participate. That means government and private individuals both contribute to the capital. That is called a joint sector enterprise. Let's see one by one the features of all these enterprises. So first thing is private sector enterprises are totally owned and controlled by private individuals. It may be an individual sole proprietor or some people who are called partners or many joint stockholders which are supplying capital to the enterprise. So anyhow all will be only private individuals and not any government. Private sector enterprises main objective is to earn profit. So the main motive behind all the business is to earn profit. State doesn't participate in the operations or management of private sector enterprises. So it is fully owned and controlled by private individuals who are the owners of the firm. The finance which is needed to run a private sector enterprise is totally provided by the private individuals, and state or central government doesn't take part in financing these organizations. The management is fully independent from control of government or any other person who are not the owner of the enterprise. So the management is totally independent to take all the decisions relating to management of the firm. Then comes public sector enterprise. Public sector enterprise are those enterprise which are fully owned and governed by state government or central government or both state and central government. So first thing is that it is 100% owned by the state government or central government. So like Reserve Bank of India, Delhi Transport Corporation, all these are examples of the organizations which are fully owned and controlled by governments. The government has ultimate control on a public sector enterprise because all the capital is supplied by the government. So government has full responsibility of managing these enterprises. The main motive of public sector enterprises is to provide service to society. However, profit is also earned in this course, but the main motive behind opening a public enterprise or starting a public undertaking is to provide service to society. Like Food Corporation of India, it is a corporation, but the main objective of this corporation is to distribute food grains into the public of India. Finance is totally done by government. That means all the capital needed or further capital needed is supplied by state or central government. The management of these kind of undertakings are bureaucratic. That means all the managers or the employees are recruited by government itself. There are several mechanisms of selecting these managers or the employees. So they have to go through that process only, and ultimately the government has full control over the recruitment of managers. So the management is bureaucratic. The public sector enterprise is fully responsible towards the public, because the money which is supplied by the government to these enterprises are actually collected from the public only. So these enterprises are fully accountable to the public. How they are doing their business, what is the amount of profit, why loss is incurring, all this has to be clarified to the public, because it is ultimately publicly owned enterprises. Then let's move to the next topic, which is joint sector enterprises. Joint sector enterprises are those undertakings which are partly owned by private individuals as well as government or public at large. Some examples of these are Indian Oil Corporation, Cochin Refineries, Gujarat State Fertilizers, in Bengal, Bengal Chemicals, electricity boards. All these are examples of joint sector enterprises. In joint sector enterprises, mixed ownership can be observed, as the capital supplied by individuals as well as public, so the ownership is a mix of public and private. Management is also combined, as the ownership is also in combination. So management includes the representatives from government, private individuals and the public as well. Then there are some statutory requirements that the government, private businessmen and the public capital are 26%, 25% and 49% respectively. That means public holds 49%. 49% is given as 49% is just below the number of majority, that is above 50%. So the majority doesn't lie with public, but they hold most of the share, and any two, like government which is holding 26% and private businessmen which are holding 25%, can jointly make the majority. So they are given 26%, 25%, 49%, and this is also changed according to the government's instructions. If government feels that in any sector more of private ownership can be increased, then it can offer the shares to the public or the private individuals. So these enterprises are opened as the expertise of private world can be mixed with government's financial abilities. Now we are seeing many joint sector enterprises in which PPP model, public private partnership model, is being adopted. So all this was from your chapter 4. Now read this and try to solve the question answers. Thanks.